Another day, another bike ride. I had the presence of mind don't know if I'm actually recording. Yeah, I am. I had the presence of mind today to cut out that extra light at St. Clair. It's a chilly willy out tonight. I actually think yesterday was a little colder though, and it is snowing a little. I only ate about an hour ago, so I'm a little bloated. Not the most ideal, but I'll be okay. Exhaust fumes. It's kind of beautiful out actually right now. The only thing I need to be aware of and a little careful of is the fact that it's a bit wet out. I also pumped up my front tire pretty hard too, so it's a little easier to go into a power slide. Whereas if your tire's a little flatter, you brake a little bit naturally through your tire as you round a corner because your tire is more into the ground. I remember when I used to think riding no-handed was cool. I almost hurt myself so many times doing it. Like if you have pants that get stuck in your chain and you're riding no-handed, you better have really quick reaction time because you're going over the bars otherwise. That happened to me, but I never went over the bars. Should have blew my nose before I left. Apologies. Go down Dundas tonight. I should be able to avoid some puddles by doing so because of the traffic that's parked on the right hand side of the road. There are ways to use traffic to your advantage. No one coming. Causes more trouble hitting this light than skipping it for everyone. I also don't think it activates for bikes. You have to go to the crosswalk to activate it. Tonight's ride shouldn't be as hard as yesterday's ride, but I'm a little sore from that ride too, because really push, like when you're riding in 30-kilometer winds with 40-kilometer gusts and it's gusting at you, you have to expend like 7 times more energy just to cut through the wind. Or just go really slow and give more energy than you usually do going slow too. I took a bit of a longer route on my ride last night too, but I still noticed my time was like 5 or 6 minutes later than usual. And I stopped once for about a minute to find a song that wasn't annoying me. So there's that. Something I'm trying to be more aware of too, especially since I am on video, is my mental temperament towards certain situations. It's really easy for someone new to come in and see me like rage once, not even rage, just get upset once, and then they're like, oh, you're like that, are you? You know what I mean? And I don't want to give people that impression. There's a lot of things people that don't ride don't realize about people that do ride. Like the more days in a row you're riding too, the more you're gonna come to what is known as your mental limit with lots of things. And it mostly stems from your bodily pain and your worn out state. So I think it's probably a good idea to limit myself a little bit and try and only do maybe 4 a week, 5 a week when I'm feeling really good. Because there's times when like I'm pissy in moments where I wouldn't have been so pissy if I wasn't so banged up and sore from, you know, like most people who ride that see me ride, they know what kind of pain you're dealing with after riding at like double the strength that most other, double, even triple some of the strength that other riders ride at. Would rather avoid jumping the streetcar tracks tonight because my wheels are wet. And they're a little more slippery. Like, I'll probably do it at some point, but mitigating risks, it goes a long way to keep you not dead. I have slid on streetcar rails on this bike too, even though they're 26-inch tires, 2-inch by 26. Yeah, so basically, as I was saying earlier, I need to, like, there's part of me that doesn't care either about showing my mental limit on camera, because it's a very real part of riding a bicycle, especially in traffic. So I always try not to make a spectacle of myself as much as possible. But just know I'm only human. And my body has its mental limit. And the more you can push that limit, the more you're going to reach the next level of your fitness and your new mental limit. And it's like, I'm not pretending like I'm at the level of a pro cyclist, and I don't intend to ever be one either. Modern cycling is too rich for my blood. I don't have money like that to be buying the nicest bikes, the nicest carbon wheels. I don't like the environment of teams sabotaging individuals so their teammate can win. I think that kind of thing should be frowned upon in events. Like, more events that hail the loner who's not backed by some insane bullshit sponsor, you know, and even on limited components. Like, you can only use this derailleur, you can only use this cassette, and everybody's on the same shit, which a lot of them are on the same shit, but it should be something that's accessible to the average citizen, not a sport for the rich with the best components, with the best drugs, you know? It's just so detached from what the real experience is. And then you have normal people like me who see it, and it's like the same with like bodybuilder life. They're all on gear, and then you look at their bodies and it's like, why can't my body be like that? And it's because, well, little Timmy, you didn't man up and take the gear. car go. And I know there's always the school, there's people, it's crazy to me. There's people who like love and empathize dopers in the bodybuilding community and in the cycling community, and it's like, it just baffles me how much that paradigm has shifted from the 90s, where even though a lot of people were on it, it was something to be shunned for and ashamed about, because you're fucking over what the spirit of the actual competition is and the natural people who are in that competition. And it hurts the reality of things a lot, because you got natties who just can't push themselves, like people who are on gear. And you always get the argument like, oh, they still had to work really hard for it, and like the jealous accusation. And it's like, it's not that I'm jealous, it's that it's ruined for the honest, you know? You can't be honest and be a winner. And that's just how it is now. And that's a sad state we've let it get to, because the people who are not honest literally sacrifice their lives for it. And then a lot of people will be, oh yeah, die at 50, still had a good life, he was still a champion, what the fuck did you do with your life? You know, and it's like, ouch, bro, got me. Like, oh, I don't know, I lived a full one, a normal one, alongside my other brethren. This guy stay in front. Turning anyway. Can go. Yep. Just turn here. And the wind is now hitting us. can't wait to get home and take a shower. It's nice out, I have to say. It's going to be a hard ride home as it was yesterday. Yeah, as I was talking about earlier in the video, though, it's actually not that windy. Wow. Yeah. Like, basically, it's... Once you're in your hurt locker, and just too many things in a row go wrong for you in a row, it's hard to keep your mental in check without letting some of it back out onto the universe, you know? And I never do it directly at people either. They can't hear me when I do it. Only you in the video can hear my negativity. If I ever make you feel negative about something, you can feel free to tell me about it and why it made you feel like that. Like that police car made me feel negative. And I told you about that, and now I feel better. They's just doing their job. Waiting for this car to go. Go, motherfucker. There's the wind. Good, I need to cool off anyway. There's a car just riding right beside me and it's really annoying. I guess they're chasing someone. Whew, that wind. Naze kaze. Why, wind, why? One of the universe's deepest questions. And we have the answer to that question too. Someone smarter than me can tell you about it. I already know it in general, and I don't want to make myself sound like an idiot explaining it. And with all the wrong theories out there and assumed to be fake organizations who are the ones who propagated this information, who knows what is real? Talking about Israel, video striked. I feel like that's calmed down to a degree here. Like, people are over the honeymoon phase of that, like our citizens. The people who are from there probably. Thanks, man. The usual suspects, by the way. My time's more important than your time. My speed's more important than your speed. You know what it is. Yeah, I saw you coming down the hill, but I ain't got no chill. Don't worry, I won't rap, I promise. Then there's some of you who are like, come on man, do it. Let's hear the rap. No. Ah yes, my favorite. That's not an electric, cutting some slack. I am gonna miss the next light for that though. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna hit the light. Still want to keep my cardio up though. Stopping, that's another frustration that a lot of people don't get. Trying to keep your heart rate in a certain range, and you get too many lights in a row, you're too relaxed, you know? Lots of things happen too when you fall into that range. You just lose focus. You're not in the zone anymore. There's so many drivers that approach intersections with the zealousness that they should be approaching side streets, you know, like when they're turning and they know they have the go. And then there's other drivers who approach the intersection and they should be approaching it like a lot of other drivers approach side streets. Some people come up way too fast to the intersection when it's not their light. There's just no point to it. All you're doing is freaking everyone out. Have a hill to conquer here. Lane ends. Not for me, it don't. Maybe for some of you bitch-ass road bikers it ends, but not for a motherfucking mountain bike. Road bikers in the comment section. Hey, fuck you, man. I'd blow by you 15 kilometers an hour faster. I know, don't worry. Oh. Well, actually, with my $4,000 carbon wheel that can go everywhere, but I still won't take it anywhere because it costs $4,000. I'll only use it on race days. Actually, I'd fucking drop you going down that bumpy hill. Please go. Please go. What the fuck, man? Trying to keep my beats up. Puddles everywhere. That guy didn't like me. I'm sorry. Hey man, fuck that old guy and his dog. All that matters in life is shredding. Oh my god, I can't believe that you wouldn't slow down for that old man and his dog. I'm trying to condition myself for future YouTube comments that I'm going to get. Please, please bear with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're the reason why people hate cyclists. How many times have I heard that shit on other people's videos? Said the people who never went balls out on a bike even one time on a road. let alone repeatedly with your body ever more degrading on you. While somehow simultaneously growing in strength and technique and experience. That's something else that concerns me about Tour de France riders. They have legs that are similar to mine, but their arms are so ridiculous. Their arms are like skeletal remains. And it's not like I have huge arms myself either, because I don't. And I know why they have it like that too. You obviously want to be top light and bottom heavy to put all your power into the pedal. But it's just crazy to me. Like, imagine living that life. Like, on multiple drugs, and the best bike with the girliest of arms. I would love to see I'd love to see an MMA fight with a top female athlete in MMA and like a top of the field cyclist. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god, someone set it up. I want to see it. Hey, and this is not to disparage pro cyclists. They're better and faster riders than I will ever be. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would really like to see a fight between them. Because I really think the woman might win. And it's not the case. Like a woman versus normal man, that's like a coin flip, you know, an untrained normal male fighter versus fully trained up, fully gymmed out. Maybe on some shit, you know, you never know. Lance Armstrong's been training his leg kicks to go against Ronda Rousey. Come on, Ronda. Take it. This is your way back in. Put Lance in his place. Retire him for good. Hey, that's it. That's all. And remember, you're the reason why people hate cyclists. See y'all later, and take care of yourselves.